Adam Schayek here with Real Time Neurology. Today I'm joined by Jill Blackburn and Dr. Daniel Kantor. And today we're going to talk a little bit about pediatric multiple sclerosis. Is that something that's common? I've actually never really even heard of that.
Right. The incidence of pediatric MS is roughly 3 to 5% of all patients diagnosed with MS under the age of 18. It's pretty rare.
Wow. And can you tell me a little bit about what the PMSA does?
So the Pediatric MS Alliance is a support group for the parents of children that have been diagnosed with MS. We provide support, we try to advocate and connect families together. Since pediatric MS is rather rare, the families are kind of spread out around the United States and even throughout the world. So we try to connect the families that are nearby each other just to let them know they're not alone.
And Dr. Kantor, could you tell us maybe a little bit about kind of those first symptoms of what you may see in a child and a little more about the prevalence?
A lot of people are surprised, even people with multiple sclerosis are surprised that there are a lot of kids who are diagnosed with MS. But if you think about it, if you ask a room of people with multiple sclerosis, how many people had symptoms, you were maybe 16 or 14, and you told no one, or you told people and they didn't pay attention, they said, you're just a cheerleader, or you're just staying up too late at night, or nowadays they're gaming and doing other kinds of things. And so it turns out there's a lot of people, and we know of 5%. There's probably a lot more of people who get diagnosed early on. People who will start out with MS when they're younger may have the same symptoms as adults who get diagnosed, but sometimes we think of it as being more actually cognitive symptoms, more symptoms that have to do with thinking. And I've even seen people who their first symptoms of MS are ones that are much stranger. There are things that look a little bit like even psychosis, like they're acting very strangely. I knew a person who she would do repetitive motions, and people just thought, well, we should take her to a psychiatrist. It turns out it really was in her head. She had white spots in her head.
And Jill, could you just kind of, at what point in the process should people be reaching out to PMSA? When they find their diagnosis, as they're being treated? When do you guys normally see that?
Anytime during that process. We do have a lot of families that are in the process of diagnosis. Again, because it's such a rare issue, sometimes pediatricians aren't really familiar with peds MS, so they think it's something else. So we'll help families maybe get to a pediatric MS center of excellence. We'll try to help them along the getting drug medications, getting imaging, problems with school. So any part of the process during at any time from diagnosis to graduating from college.
Fantastic. Jill, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Dr. Kantor, thank you. And thank you guys at home.